Hello everyone, it's Magi. Welcome to my channel. Today, let's talk about beauty beyond the mirror. We are bombarded with messages about perfect skin, hair, and bodies, but what if real beauty is something deeper? True beauty is how we feel inside, our confidence, our peace, our energy. Self-care isn't just pampering, it's making choices that nourish our mind, body, and soul. When we prioritize our well-being, we start to grow from within. This isn't about fixing ourselves, but enhancing the beauty that's already there. So, I'm challenging myself to a deep self-care experiment focusing on practices that nurture my inner world and seeing how they impact my outer world. Join me as I document this journey to discover what beauty really means. Welcome to my 15-day self-care challenge. For 2 weeks, I'll try out daily practices, meditation, journaling, movement, nutrition, and more to see how they affect my confidence and well-being. This isn't about a dramatic makeover, but about subtle, meaningful shifts. I'll share honest updates, struggles, and breakthroughs along the way. My goal? To prove that small acts of self-kindness can add up to real change. I hope this inspires you to rethink your own self-care routines. Let's see how taking care of ourselves can transform how we see beauty. We all know the feeling seeing flawless images online and wondering why we don't look like that. Modern beauty standards are narrow, often unattainable, and designed to make us feel not enough. The beauty industry profits from our insecurities, selling solutions to problems it creates. Most images are edited and unrealistic, yet we are told to strive for them. This constant exposure chips away at our self-worth. My self-care challenge starts with detoxing from these harmful messages. True beauty isn't about perfection, it's about embracing our individuality. Let's celebrate who we are, not who we are told to be. Social media can inspire, but it's mostly a highlight reel curated, filtered, and far from reality. Comparing our real lives to these polished moments can damage our self-esteem. We start to question our worth and accomplishments, chasing an impossible ideal. Breaking free from this comparison trap is key to self-care. I'm being mindful of my social media use and following accounts that bring me down and focusing on those that uplift. Remember, what you see online isn't the full story. Celebrate your own progress, no matter how small. Reclaim your confidence by focusing on your unique journey. Chasing someone else's idea of beauty can make us lose ourselves. We start changing to fit a mold, forgetting our true selves. Real beauty is diverse, every shape, size, color, and age. The cost of fitting in is your individuality, an inner voice. True happiness comes from being authentic, not a copy. This journey is about rediscovering and celebrating what makes me unique. Self-care means honoring my own uniqueness where my real beauty and power reside. The antidote to comparison is authenticity, showing up as yourself unapologetically. It takes courage to be real, but it's the most powerful form of self-care. I started asking, what feels most like me? And let that guide my choices. Embracing quirks and passions makes us memorable and free. When we're authentic, we inspire others to do the same. For the rest of this challenge, I'm dropping the mask and embracing my full self. It's not about being perfect, but about being real. True self-acceptance starts when you embrace the first-rate version of yourself. For so long, we've been taught to see our flaws as things that need to be fixed. A scar, a stretch mark, a crooked tooth, these were labeled as imperfections. We've spent so much time and money trying to cover them up, erase them, and hide them from the world. But what if we started to see them differently? What if we saw them not as flaws, but as part of our unique story? That scar might be from a childhood adventure. Those stretch marks might be a beautiful reminder of bringing a new life into the world. They are markers of a life lived, not defects in our design. This part of my journey was about actively practicing self-acceptance. It meant looking in the mirror and intentionally finding things to love, not criticize. I started to look at the little freckles on my nose as constellations. I saw the fine lines around my eyes as maps of all the times I've laughed. This shift in perspective is incredibly powerful. When you stop fighting against your flaws, you free up so much mental and emotional energy. You can then redirect that energy towards things that actually lift you up and bring you joy. It's about making peace with your reflection. This practice of finding beauty in imperfection is inspired by the Japanese art of kintsugi. This is the beautiful craft of repairing broken pottery with lacquer mixed with powdered gold. The idea is that the piece is more beautiful for having been broken. The cracks are not hidden, they are highlighted in gold, becoming a celebrated part of the object's history. We can apply this same philosophy to ourselves. Our so-called flaws, our scars, and our past struggles do not make us less beautiful. They are the golden seams that tell the story of our resilience, our strength, and our journey through life. Embracing this philosophy has been a game changer for my confidence. It's a quiet rebellion against the impossible standard of perfection. It's understanding that true beauty is not the absence of flaws, but the celebration of our entire being. It's about seeing yourself as a work of art, complete with unique textures and histories. This acceptance doesn't happen overnight. It's a daily practice of kindness and compassion towards yourself. But with each day that I choose to see the beauty in my own unique story, I feel more whole, more confident, and more genuinely beautiful than ever before. Every single one of us is born with a unique blueprint. There is no one else on this entire planet who has your specific combination of talents, thoughts, experiences, and dreams. Think about that for a moment. You are a complete original, a one-of-a-kind creation. In a world that often pushes us towards conformity, simply remembering this fact is a radical act of self-love. Your individuality is not a problem to be solved. It is your greatest asset. It is the source of your creativity, your strength, and your personal magic. The world doesn't need another copy, it needs you. During my challenge, I dedicated time to reconnecting with the things that make me me. I made a list of my strengths, not just the skills I'm good at, but my character strengths. Am I resilient? Am I compassionate? Am I a good listener? Recognizing these qualities helps build a foundation of self-worth that is not dependent on external validation or appearance. I also revisited old hobbies and passions that I had let slide. Things that I did just for the pure joy of it, not because I had to be productive or perfect at them. This was about nurturing my own unique spirit. Celebrating your individuality also means setting your own definition of success and beauty. It's about tuning out the noise of society's expectations and listening to your own heart. What does a beautiful life look like to you? What does it feel like? Your answer will be different from anyone else's, and that's the whole point. Maybe for you, beauty is a strong body that can hike mountains. Or maybe it's a calm mind that can find peace in a chaotic world. When you define your own standards, you take back your power. You stop playing a game you can't win and start creating a life that feels authentic. This exploration has been the most rewarding part of my self-care journey so far. It has shown me that the path to true beauty is not about changing who you are to fit in. It's about discovering, embracing, and celebrating who you have been all along. Your unique blueprint is precious. It's your gift to the world. And the more you honor it, the more you will shine. This is the core of self-acceptance. It's the beautiful realization that you were never broken. You were just waiting for your own permission to be fully and brilliantly yourself. Once I embraced my authentic self, I focused on taking care of my mind. I explored mindfulness and meditation to quiet the noise. I started each morning with 5 minutes of guided meditation. Mindfulness can be practiced all day long by paying attention to the present moment. Mental health is a fundamental pillar of beauty. When your mind is at peace, it shows on your face. Nurturing your mental well-being allows you to feel more confident and beautiful from the inside out. Taking care of our bodies is a direct way to practice self-care. The next phase was about honoring my body through joyful movement and eating foods that made me feel energized. I let go of the idea that exercise had to be intense to be effective. I started taking long walks in the evening without any goal other than to just move and breathe. Alongside movement, I focused on mindful eating, paying attention to the food I was putting into my body and how it made me feel. I also made an effort to stay hydrated throughout the day. Getting enough sleep, eating well, and moving our bodies are essential acts of self-love. Caring for the mind and body is crucial, but nourishing the soul completes the self-care trifecta. This is about connecting with things that bring you pure joy. It's easy to neglect this, caught up in endless to-do lists. Schedule activities that make you happy. Small pockets of peace, like reading or spending time in nature, can be woven into daily life. Reconnecting with loved ones is soulful. True human connection soothes the soul. Self-care isn't selfish. When we fill our cup, we have more to give. Making time for joy is essential for a fulfilling life. It helps you feel whole and at peace. As my journey continued, I discovered self-compassion. We're often kinder to friends than ourselves. Practicing self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend. Catch negative self-talk and reframe it. Instead of saying, "I messed up," say, "Everyone makes mistakes. I did my best." This shift replaces self-criticism with acceptance. Self-compassion involves recognizing our shared humanity. Suffering and imperfection are part of the human experience. Knowing you're not alone can be comforting. This self-kindness builds inner confidence and helps you feel more whole. Another powerful tool was the practice of forgiveness, not just for others, but for ourselves. We all carry baggage from the past, holding on to regrets and mistakes. Holding on to resentment is like carrying a heavy weight, draining your energy. Forgiveness is choosing to put that weight down for your own peace of mind. I made a conscious decision to let go of the past. Forgiving myself was an act of strength and self-love, allowing me to move forward. My past does not have to dictate my future. It was like decluttering my soul, making room for joy, gratitude, and hope. When you are no longer weighed down, your spirit can soar. Forgiveness unlocks inner confidence and radiance. Actively pursue joy. Intentionally create moments that make your spirit sing. Joy is essential fuel for the soul. Embrace activities that bring you happiness. Make a joy list of things that make you feel good. Joy builds confidence. A joyful person is a beautiful person. Prioritizing joy is a profound act of self-care and self-love. As my 15-day self-care challenge ends, I look in the mirror with new eyes. The person looking back feels different, more like a friend. The shift within me is monumental. The biggest transformation has been in my perspective. True beauty is something you uncover by gently peeling back the layers of self-doubt. Real, lasting beauty is a direct reflection of self-acceptance and inner confidence. Self-care is an ongoing conversation with yourself. It's the sum of small, loving actions that creates lasting change, creating a sense of beauty that feels unshakable. My relationship with myself has been completely transformed, cultivating a garden of self-love that blooms outward. This 15-day challenge is just the beginning of a lifelong practice. I want to extend an invitation to you as well. The path to inner radiance is available to every single one of us, and it starts with the simple decision to prioritize your own well-being. The most important thing is to start, to take that first small step towards a more loving relationship with yourself. What activities make your soul light up with joy? Please share your favorite practices and tips in the comments below. Let's create a community of inspiration where we can all learn from and support one another. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible adventure. The journey is the most worthwhile one you will ever take. Much love to you. Bye.